only 6:15 and we're going to the Grand Canyon. And this tour that we choose in Groupon is really cheap. If you're interested, you can go in Groupon and get the whole day Grand Canyon, including snacks, lunch, sandwich. You save a lot of money. They'll pick you up like at 6 in the hotel. And stay tuned, so I'll show you how it looks. So beautiful. Ya va a salir el sol. Thank you, Jesus. Bless you. Boulder City was the city intended to house up to 5,000 employees of the Hoover Dam in 1931, when the Hoover Dam's construction began. So during the Great Depression, when the construction of the Hoover Dam began, oh, that kind of rhymes, we had people from all over the country in desperate need of work. So thousands and thousands came over here looking for a job, and all of a sudden they had people camping just out in the land, in their cars, and they needed to place people somewhere. So that's why they made Boulder City. And they didn't allow gambling and alcohol in Boulder City. So people would go to Las Vegas to be pretty much bad, to do maybe what a lot of you guys are doing. Don't worry, your secret is safe with us. We will not announce it on social media. Just kidding. But yeah, so that's what Boulder City is, one of the safest cities in Nevada. Nowadays, alcohol is now allowed since the 60s, but you still can't gamble here. Still no gambling. Esta ciudad de Boulder City fue construida durante la Gran Recesión de Estados Unidos en 1931, cuando fue la construcción de la presa Hoover. Entonces teníamos a gente de miles de personas de todo el país vinieron a buscar trabajo durante la construcción de la presa. Entonces necesitaban dónde poner a toda la gente, o sea, una hospitalidad para ellos, y por eso hicieron esta ciudad. Es una de las ciudades más tranquilas de todo el estado de Nevada. No se permite apostar y no se permitía en esos tiempos también alcohol hasta los 60s, y por eso la gente iba pues a portarse mal a Las Vegas, como quien dice. Entonces pues sí, desde los años 60 se acepta ya el consumir alcohol, pero no apostar. In front of us and almost to our right hand side, coming close to Lake Mead, being the largest reservoir man-made in America. Enfrente de nosotros, pero ya casi a nuestra mano derecha, vamos a ver el lago Mead, Lake Mead, cuál es la reserva hecha por hombre, la reserva más grande de todo América. Durante la construcción de la presa Hoover, during the construction of the Hoover Dam, when Lake Mead was made. It is a national recreational area. It has certain areas, of course, that they use it for recreational purposes. Lo usan también para recreación. Tiene sus áreas designadas. And the last time, Nevada is short in water, and the last time that this reserve was full was in 1983. It has not gone up since then. Nevada está pasando por una escasez de agua, y el lago Mead, la última vez que estuvo llena esta reserva fue en 1983 y no se ha llenado desde entonces. Pero es una vista muy linda, como pueden ver. It's a very nice view, as you can see. They have certain areas in Lake Mead where you can scuba dive and even do some boating. Tienen cierta área, como mencioné hace rato, de su área de recreación, donde pueden ir en su barco, pueden scuba diving también. Pero cierta área, no todo seguro. During the construction of the Hoover Dam, it was such an impact of such monument. It did attract a lot of celebrities from around the world to stay in Boulder City just to see the happening of this construction. including Betty Davis. Betty Davis fue una actriz en Hollywood muy famosa en esos tiempos durante la construcción de la presa. Y ella es una entre muchas celebridades que vinieron a visitar la construcción de tal monumento, porque sí es un monumento. We are going at about 1,200 feet above sea level. Ahorita estamos pasando como a 1,200 pies arriba de elevación del mar. Y cuando lleguemos al Gran Cañón va a ser 7,000 pies de altura sobre el mar. When we get to the Grand Canyon, it will be 7,000 feet above sea level. It's going to be quite interesting to see the expansion of Boulder City, because I mean, just since 2010 the population was 15,000 and it's growing tremendously. So we're waiting to see towards what direction it's going to continue its growth. Una nota interesante de Boulder City es que esta ciudad pues es increíble lo rápido que está creciendo. Tan solo en las estadísticas de 2010 la población era de 15,000 personas. Ahora claro, ya es mucho más que eso, y ver la dirección en la cual está creciendo, y esperemos que se mantenga una de las ciudades más seguras todavía en el estado de Nevada. In about a couple of minutes, we will be driving through security checkpoint. It's very brief. Just act normal, kindly, and everything will go smooth. I'm just kidding. I'm sure we are all normal people. Anyways, it's gonna be very brief. Just to throw out there that security measures got more strict after 9/11. I mean, we have about 5 different federal agencies looking out on guard: National Guard, local police, Department of Homeland Security. And just so you know, the Hoover Dam was a target of attack by the German army during World War II. En unos minutos vamos a pasar por un punto de seguridad. Es que todo el mundo actúe normal y todo será rapidito. Bueno, sí, todos somos normal, ¿no? Bueno, tranquilo la cosa, tranquilo. No, simplemente tomar en nota que la seguridad de la presa fue mucho más estricta después de 9/11. Tenemos como 5 agencias federales en guardura. Y durante la Segunda Guerra Mundial, la presa Hoover era un punto de ataque por los alemanes. Incluso la cerraron completamente y la volvieron a abrir después de Pearl Harbor. After such points of attempt of attack by the German army during World War II, they closed down everything, the dam, and they reopened after Pearl Harbor. This is the Mike McCallaghan and Pat Tillman Bridge. Este puente es el Mike McCallaghan and Pat Tillman, construido en 2006, y es el puente más alto del oeste. This bridge is the highest bridge in the Western Hemisphere. In 2006, it only cost $250 million. Only. Solamente costó 250 millones de construir este puente. That's the Colorado River, everybody on the right hand side. El río. Hello, Colorado River. El río Colorado. And when we get to the Grand Canyon, you'll be able to see it from far away. I love this squiggly little line. Cuando lleguemos al Gran Cañón lo van a poder ver de lejos. El río Colorado. Chiquito, chiquito, chiquito. Pero sí se ve. At 726 feet downstream from the dam and 890 feet above Colorado River. On your right hand side is a statue of the men who used to have the toughest jobs throughout the construction. They used to get paid $5 a day, and that was the best paid job, but the most dangerous because they used to drill holes and place explosives. La estatua que acabamos de pasar es el trabajo más difícil porque ellos tenían que, colgándose, tenían que hacer hoyos y poner explosivos durante la construcción. Your right hand side is a visitor center museum, el área de visita y museo a nuestra mano derecha. Ya mencionado, a 726 pies de altura, pero a 800
Yes, you can see the river there.
de altura sobre el río Colorado. Es la presa Hoover. Y ahorita estamos pasando exactamente de Nevada a Arizona. Right now we're going from Nevada to Arizona. This
Mira,
is the
ve qué
border
bonito
line.
se mira.
If you look at your right hand side, you'll be able to see that difference of coloration. That's because the water was at its highest in 1983, and as you can see, you know, the color shows it has not gone up ever since. La coloración a su mano derecha, como pueden ver, es debido a que el agua no ha estado en su mayor altura desde 1983. Entonces hemos estado necesitando agua, claro. So we've been needing water. And there are always political lawsuits, especially California is always fighting over the waters. siempre hay política y demandas sobre el agua, especialmente con California. On your right hand side, you're going to see the spillway, which was made to prevent from floods. A su mano derecha van a ver lo que prevenía de inundaciones. Y una vez más, dos veces fue lleno. Esto, durante la construcción, cuando lo hicieron la prueba de que funcionaba, y en 1983, so only 2 times this has filled, ever. In 1983 and during the construction when they were doing tests, the dam, that spillway. Look a little spooky. If you guys can see in front of us, if you look above, si ven enfrente y arriba, ese es un bunker. That's a bunker from during World War II, as I mentioned, that the German tried to attack the Hoover Dam. Es cuando los alemanes hubo un atentado de ataque, por eso tenían ese bunker allá arriba desde entonces, para cuidar esta zona. This monument, ladies and gentlemen, was doubted tremendously to happen. When it was proposed, throughout the intention of building it, it took a lot of architects, and even the top architects back then, they didn't want to be part of it. No one thought this could be possible. But Frank Crowe was pretty much the hero who made this happen. He put his foot down and he said, no, we're going to make it. Not only did they go under budget, back then it was about $50 million. In today's dollars is around 640 something million in today's dollars for this construction. And it was made 2 years prior to the time when it was supposed to be constructed. Esta construcción no todos dudaban que iba a poder suceder. Todo el mundo dudaba. Y hasta los arquitectos más prestigiados de esa época no querían ser parte de esta construcción porque no creían que iba a ser posible para nada. Hasta que un arquitecto, de hecho el arquitecto más prestigiado en ese entonces, Frank Crowe, fue quien hizo. Now, Frank Crowe, the architect, the main brain behind all of this, everybody, he was so ambitious. Like I mentioned, they finished the project before the time that it was designated to finish. He was so ambitious, he had everybody working 24/7. And at that extreme heat.
So right now we're in Kingman and Route 66. Here's a little gift shop. So if you come to Arizona, you guys should come to the gift shop in Kingman, Route 66. Pass around here. Take a picture. You can see here we're still in Route 66 stop. There's a little bit to see. You guys can see here. cars was inspired by this area right here in Arizona. If you've seen car, it's kind of similar. That's the area here. Now, ¿estás seguro? I think so. Hey guys, so you can see here how they inspire from the movie Cars, like in this area. It's kind of similar as the movie. That's where they got the characters. You can see. So it's lunchtime, and in the tour that I got in Groupon, it's including the lunch. They give you sandwich, chips. They give you cookie and apple. They have 3 different kind of sandwich. They have veggie, ham, and turkey. Next stop is gonna be the Grand Canyon. It says stay tuned.
conocido. And if you ride the train from Williams to the Grand Canyon, they give you a pretty interesting experience on the train because they tell you pioneer stories from Old West. They also have as if they are, you know, robbing the train. And it's all reenacted, of course, but it's quite a fun experience to ride the train from Williams to the Grand Canyon. Una experiencia muy interesante de tomar el tren de Williams al Gran Cañón es que actores se visten como vaqueros, como el viejo oeste, y hacen como si estuvieran asaltando el tren. Claro, todo es actuación, pero también es, pues sí, todo de parte de el concepto del oeste, porque también del viejo oeste, porque también les platican historias de esos tiempos, cuentos. Así es que esto es algo más fascinante para los niños, más que nada. On your right hand side on that
Ahí, mira.
mountain, see if you can identify a cowboy
Ahorita te dije.
from the shoulders up. A su mano derecha, en esa montaña, a ver si pueden identificar un vaquero de los hombros, perdón, para arriba. Vaquero. You can see it better from far away, but I thought I'd point that out. It's pretty neat. The figure of a cowboy.
Sí, todo parece de cowboy. De lejos sí. So right now we're in the Grand Canyon, walking, taking the tour. So walking right now with a tour, going to see around the park, the Grand Canyon. So stay tuned. Look at this beauty. Beautiful.
So in 5 minutes, I'm gonna be waiting for you down there. 5 minutes, yeah. Sure. Como le estaba diciendo, le mencioné lo profundo que está.
Eso de esta. Son diferentes tipos de piedras en el Gran Cañón. Ay. Seguimos caminando aquí en el Gran Cañón. Miren la vista, qué linda es. Bella. Another type of rock. Someone did like a snowman. Oh my god, this feels so good in this one.
Oh, yes, that's very good.
Continue walking. There's another stone rock. It's like shiny and glittery. Keep walking. Video. All of them are different. This one is like orange.
Yeah, or the big. Or the big, yeah. It's just like, yeah. Or it's just the salt of the whole thing. It's just through instead.
Esta está negra.
I think that's what the outline was supposed to do. That was the big picture of the whole idea. And then you probably did this one, the negative space, positive space drawings.
Not really.
No.
I mean, I kinda. Is that the one where it's like you draw something all in black and then just have white, or like all in white?
Oh, this one looks weird. Yeah, okay, see.